Like, woman, emote.
Like,
Emote.
work with me. I feel like there's a
Bitch.
dude off on the side with cue cards. Like, I got nothing.
Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome back to Nights at the Geek Table, and welcome to our Defenders review. This is something we've kind of talked about since Luke Cage.
Review, discussion, ramble.
Rant.
Pick your choice.
It's all in here. Overall thoughts we thought about the series, and then like dig deeper in as we go on.
Yeah. Overall thoughts. I think it's good plus.
Okay.
You know, it's better than above average.
Yeah.
It's better than good. Not great,
Mm-hmm.
but not excellent or amazing. Good plus.
I'm gonna give. I'm about where you are. It's good. I mean, it's a little bit more than good, but it's not pretty good.
It's not great. It's like
Yeah,
it's pushing. It's almost at the threshold of great,
but it's
but it
just stuff
hasn't
holding
reached
it
great
back.
yet.
There's
You
stuff
know?
holding it back from
Yeah.
being great.
It felt like if okay, maybe it was like an episode or two more, it could have been great.
Hmm.
You know?
Or just, I mean, we have we're gonna go into the episode later on, but like I feel like if there was a couple more episodes attached at the end and a couple taken away at the beginning.
If there was a couple more scenes of them kind of sitting around getting to know each other
Hmm.
instead of kind of them getting to know each other, but also trying to chug this plot along,
Yeah,
you know, um, I feel like it would be great because every time the defenders are together,
it's
whether it's
fantastic.
all four, two of them, or whatnot, it's great.
Yeah, hands down.
It's
Um,
fucking great. Like the actors have amazing chemistry with each other.
yeah,
You know, it makes you feel like when they're together, yeah, they're the defenders.
yeah.
You
Like
know,
you believe that they're that these people have differences, but they're trying to do the best they can.
yeah. It's when we start. Oh yeah, by the way, here's the plot.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
Um, Episode one, I honestly didn't feel like we entirely needed.
I feel like we needed the last 10 minutes. You
But
know.
that first 35 minutes.
Oh my god, because it was one big giant recap. Like, okay, I understand Daredevil and I understand Jessica Jones having to need to refresh the
Yeah,
audience because
because
it's
it's
been
been
a
a
while
while.
since those shows have come out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while. Luke Cage, you could maybe argue,
A little bit, but not
okay,
much.
but damn sure not Iron Fist. And it was nice to know that hey, it kind of did pick up where Iron Fist supposedly left off. Because once again, I never finished it. You know,
uh, but,
sorry.
I mean,
Sorry.
no.
It was so funny. It was so funny. I read a tweet about the Defenders. It's like, man, the Defenders was so good. It made me almost want to go watch Iron Fist. Dot, 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 dot. Almost.
I mean, that's true. Um, yeah, like you were saying, it's very slow at the beginning, and
And it's slow at getting the group together.
yeah, and
Like at the end of episode 2, when Danny and Luke start interacting, and Matt and Jessica are interacting, then it becomes really good.
the
I
fucking
love the whole Luke Cage
punch.
Iron Fist when they first meet fight.
Oh my god, yes, that Iron Fist punch to Luke
Punch,
Cage's
and
face.
Luke Cage afterwards kind of like, oh, you think you're some rich boy vigilante about your white privilege? And I'm like, okay, Luke, damn,
Mm,
you know.
I mean, hit him. But yeah, those moments are great, but I still was worried because at the beginning, because it kind of felt like Iron Fist.
Yeah, it did. Speaking of Iron Fist, I fucking loved him in this show.
Yes, yes, that is one of the first things I texted you. I was like, okay, tell me why Iron Fist is the best part of this show when he
But
was the,
terrible in his own show.
yeah, horrible in his
You,
own
you know
show.
why? You know why? Because when you have a competent director who knows what the fuck he's doing,
Hmm.
you know, this dude used the Iron Fist more in Defenders than he did in actual Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
And
He used
he
that
used
shit
it to where
as a
what
flashlight
the
at
Iron Fist
points.
should be. The Iron Fist should not be this magical MacGuffin that you can only pull kind of as like a last resort.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh shit. Um.
And he truly showed the true destruction of what the Iron Fist should do. It knocked people back. It destroyed walls. It shattered weapons. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Oh, the fucking where he punched the sword.
Sword and the sword just shattered. I'm like,
Oh my god.
this is what happens when you have a competent director and even a somewhat competent writing team that knows what the Iron Fist actually is.
That when he punched that sword, I jumped off the couch because I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. When you actually have a competent team that knows the character,
Yeah.
you get cool ass moments. You would never have seen him punch a sword in the Iron Fist show.
Mm-mm.
You know?
And his PTSD is just gone.
Well, I don't feel like it's gone. I feel like it was just this
It wasn't focused.
yeah, focused on. I feel like it was like, yeah, Danny's troubled, and that's the reason. Like, you could say that's the reason why he was so brash and level and like brash during this
Hmm.
entire show and wanting to beat the hand so bad.
Yeah.
You
And,
know?
and I feel like series like binge watch wise, I didn't really get hooked into the show until episode 3.
Yeah. Episode 3, when they kind of had their pseudo hallway fight
Oh my
scene,
god, that was awesome.
but it was also in the trailer, so I can't really
True.
be shocked by it.
No, because we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But
I
from
mean, I
that
like the
point
setup.
on,
I even like the joke Danny did. Is like, look, I tried doing the whole professional thing. Look,
yeah,
I even got a suit and tie.
I
You
feel
know,
like that's like why we want more of them just sitting around because those moments come through.
um, talking about the other heroes
Yeah,
because we've been focusing a lot on Iron Fist.
yeah. Like as people who's watched my the Luke Cage Nights video, like I thought Luke Cage was okay. It wasn't my favorite.
Luke Cage is my favorite.
Um, but like he was good in this. I enjoyed him in this.
Oh, he was really good in this.
Yeah.
Uh, I like kind of in the beginning. At the beginning, like the first 2 episodes, Luke Cage was my favorite part because I felt like I was just watching another episode of Luke Cage.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and I felt like well, I was disappointed when the first few episodes because my favorite is Jessica Jones,
Mm,
and
yeah.
she was just, I mean, she wasn't awful, but she was not that good. Like
No, she wasn't.
story wise, it just wasn't really doing anything.
Like my thing with Jessica is you can't really have her play the loner I don't work well with a team type character because that's fucking Daredevil.
Yeah,
You know? You can't have her be the well, okay, now that the shit's at the fan, we all kind of need to get our shit together because that's Luke Cage.
yeah,
You can't have her be the brash hothead because that's Danny. So it's everything that Jessica's known for. She's kind of just standing there.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, she had good moments.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I mean, it wasn't until the team had gotten all together that she really started to come through.
When she drove that car through the fucking China shop and she
Yes.
just walks in like, anybody miss me? And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Um, and then Daredevil.
Daredevil. I have mixed feelings about Daredevil.
Yeah, same. Uh, some of his writing was just
Some of his writing was eh.
yeah.
Charlie Cox probably did the best out of all four,
Mhm.
I think, because he's making like Charlie Cox. You could tell is putting his all into this.
Mhm.
You know, and I understand he has the most. Daredevil kind of has Matt has the most to gain out of all this. Like Danny's whole thing is, well, they killed my family. When I'm like, dude, my girlfriend is their fucking leader. You know,
Yeah.
and he's still trying to save her. You know,
To the end.
till the end. Yeah,
And
it's like
he was not giving up.
no.
And that's
And I mean,
condolent
like
for him.
one of one of the most heartbreaking moments to me was when he was talking to Karen, like when they were still back in the precinct,
Mhm.
and she's like, you tried to give this up, you tried to give this part of your life up, and Matt pretty much looks her dead in the face. He's like, Karen, this is my life,
Yeah.
And even Foggy kind of admit that, which Foggy's MVP for this fucking show.
Oh my
I
god.
love Foggy
Foggy was awesome. Oh my
because
god.
Foggy was like, take note, CW writers, when you have a character who finds out someone's secret identity and doesn't agree with them, okay, that doesn't mean they automatically do a 180 on their character, okay, and do
Mhm.
everything in their power against them.
Mhm.
Foggy, yes, has openly admitted, I don't really, yes, I do not support what you do. I'm trying to help. But even though I've kind of come to the understanding that, yeah, sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's who you are. And I'm still, in the end of the day, I'm still a family and I'm still your family and I'm still going to support you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know how many shows I've seen to where I don't agree with you, so I'm going to do everything in my power against you, but I'm still going to try to justify it like, no, I'm still for you. Fuck you.
I I want to go back to Daredevil for a moment.
Okay.
It, him in costume.
That is the best damn part.
He
Every
walking.
scene the four of them are in, when he's in costume, like when he's interrogating somebody, or when they're all fighting a group full of people, that's great. But when he's just standing around and they're all in street clothes and Daredevil is in costume, he literally looks like a kid who showed up for a party, thought it was a costume party, but it wasn't.
He's like
But instead decided, I'm going to commit to this either way.
he looks like the kid that on the Eddie Murphy movie Daddy Daycare, where the kid shows up just wearing Flash costume every fucking day and refuses to take it off. Like he's
For
just
no reason. Like, okay, at least for at least for Daredevil, I guess I kind of understand, because the mask does sort of help him see better, you know,
I mean,
and and the suit is arm, and like the suit is pretty much is heavily plated. It has his weapons that he's used to, so I at least understand that. Okay, it looks so fucking out of place.
he was walking down a hallway. He is sitting there in full costume. Jessica Jones comes around the corner in jeans, and Luke Cage sitting there with a t-shirt and hoodie. Like, what's up?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's like, oh my god. Like I said, the best scene of that is when they're standing right outside the building and it's just Luke and Jessica spying. And it looks like a perfectly good shot. So here comes Daredevil walking over to the side with this stupid ass grin on, putting on his fucking gloves. I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
I mean, I can't. When it's on his show, it's fine. But when he's interacting with all these other people, it just stands out so much.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
If the others sort of had a costume, it would have been fine. But
Okay,
they don't.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, I kind of understand why, because even in the most modern comics, they really don't have a costume.
Hmm.
Okay, Luke Cage still has kind of like the baggy jeans and like the yellow shirt, and he has like some sort of gauntlets on his hand. And Jessica Jones kind of has what she has in the show, but it's more combat oriented, but it's still like modern street clothes. Danny Rand has no fucking excuse.
Hmm.
There is an Iron Fist costume. Like, people think when they think of Danny Rand and the Iron Fist, they think of him in the Iron Fist costume.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. 100%.
Now, I don't know if, obviously, because he's deciding to stay in New York and kind of be one of the protectors of it, he might get it in season 2 of Iron Fist.
I guess, but I mean, they should have had the costume. It should have came in at the end of season 1.
Well, there was there's a lot of reasons things wrong with Iron Fist. Okay,
I know, but I'm trying to somehow justify something.
it shouldn't have took him all fucking season to justify what we pretty much knew from episode 1
That
that
he
he
was
is
the
the
Iron.
Iron Fist.
Jesus Christ.
I even love that shit when he told Luke, he's like, "I am the immortal Iron Fist." What? This is crazy. I defeated a dragon of a mystical land of Kung Lun. He's like, okay, no. Like, Luke and Danny, when they're together, are probably some of the best scenes in
Oh
the
my
entire
god,
show.
yes. When they're
Like,
just standing there.
When he has Danny tied up, and he's like, what
Oh
did you do?
yes.
How did you get that again? I killed the heart of a dragon. Yeah, well, why don't you tell me about that? Well, deep in the battle of Kung Lun, I was against fighting the dragon, and I ripped out his iron-clawed heart. And it's like, dude, I was just kidding.
I know, it was brilliant.
Like, you can tell. I can't wait for both Luke Cage season 2 and Iron Fist season 2, just to see them kind of together do the heroes for hire type shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they have such great chemistry.
Yeah. Let's get to that ending.
All right, we've talked a lot about the good. Let's talk about the bad.
Yep.
Bad number 1. The villains.
Oh my god. You had Sigourney Weaver. How do you fuck this up?
You know what I want to be played over this? That scene from Angry Joe, where every time like this like huge ass AAA game comes out, and you can tell like an angry rant, he just shows up mad and like will take off the costume or whatnot, or he'll just stare at him and goes, "You done fucked it up."
Oh, how did you? But Sigourney Weaver.
Okay, it's not just Sigourney Weaver. Well, okay, yes, apart from this, because she did.
They advertise Sigourney Weaver as the main villain of
But
Defenders.
she's not.
She's not.
Hand. It's the Hand. It's Gao. It's Luco. It's Sigourney Weaver, and it's 2 other motherfuckers we ain't even heard of.
I don't even remember the names.
I know one dude speaks Mandarin and one dude is an African.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, not Mandarin, Chinese, but still.
But you still had Sigourney Weaver.
They advertised Sigourney Weaver was going to be the villain, meaning she was going to get her. And they made it seem like she's going to get her hands dirty. She's going to, be the number 1 threat of the Toto. What did she do? She sat around in dark rooms, gave ominous speeches, and fucking listened to classical music.
And
she was fucking Galactus.
The fucking moment she got
not Galactus, Apocalypse.
The moment she got good was the moment she got stabbed.
Sigourney Weaver was fucking Apocalypse in this situation.
Yeah. She was. I mean, the twist.
I mean, I don't like. I mean, yes, I think it was a shocking twist, but then kind of the sudden realization of, wait, what the fuck, huh?
Yeah. When the moment the twist happened, I was fucking jaw dropped.
Oh yeah, me too. I was, oh shit, okay.
But then I was like, wait. Now she's gone. And, like, my eyes started twitching and everything. I'm like, she's gone. Why? She's Sigourney Weaver.
For Elektra.
Yeah.
A villain who, yes, we've already developed, but you also built up for a majority of this of being the savior of the key and the, oh god.
Like, so Sigourney Weaver was, I mean, you had all those emotional moments with, like, Sigourney Weaver and Elektra. Like,
well, okay. Emotional moments.
Yeah.
It's Sigourney Weaver trying to give a fuck, and the chick who plays Elektra just staring at her.
I know, Sigourney Weaver's trying her best. It's almost like you could read in Sigourney Weaver's eyes, like, woman, Emote.
Like,
Emote.
work with me. I feel like there's a
Bitch.
dude off on the side with cue cards. Like, I got nothing. I'm trying here.
I mean, I mean, seriously, you can see it in Sigourney Weaver's eyes. She's like, "Work
She is
with
trying.
me,
She is trying
bitch,"
her damnedest to make this shit work.
but it's just not.
It's not.
Electric was stone cold face the entire time.
She was, for the most part, she does it stone cold or caveman esque.
uh,
What is this spoon? What is this food?
you,
What are these weapons?
you eat it. Oh god.
Stick died for no fucking reason, which I didn't really give a shit because Stick pissed me off because Stick used to be one of those interesting fucking characters, and I was like, oh hey, Stick died.
Yeah, it didn't really treat him with that much
No.
emphasis. I mean,
Okay.
the moment he's fighting with the handcuffs, I got confused. But we'll go to that in a second.
Okay, let's talk about that. There are story problems, there's writing problems with this, but I can forgive all of that. I honestly can because I've sat through some shit. Hello, we watch CW shows for a regular basis.
Yeah.
Okay. I can sit through the bullshit. What I can't forgive is the technical shit that pisses me off. Like technical shit number one that's annoying as fuck. Your transitions. Your transitions are terrible. They are annoying as fuck.
The transitions are trash. I mean, there was times I paused the show to make sure I was still watching the same show because the transitions seemed that pulled apart from it.
It did, and some of the times it's fucking jaded. Like it feels like two characters are still talking and having a conversation that's transition.
And the transition was like 30 seconds. Like, let's show us a subway running by. Let's transition over to a taxi cab going by. Now let's transition to the actual scene.
Oh, but remember, Jimmy, that subway was red. This taxi cab is blue. That's how you know we're going to Jessica Jones. We're smart. We're smart writers.
the color stuff, I got it. I understand, but it was
annoyed me.
It was so annoying. Like I if it would have been done
like,
well.
We get it. You're symbolizing Daredevil for red. You made that perfectly clear in the opening.
And the
you don't
ending.
Need to have like now everything is green. Now everything is blue. Look at all this red.
They transitioned to Luke Cage once with the subway going by and giant yellow lens flare across the whole screen.
I'm like, okay, I get it, guys. I get it.
I mean, the color things I understand. And the intro they did Daredevil, cool, with red. Yeah, you also ended with the Empire State Building being just lit up red. It's like
number two thing I can't forgive are camera angles.
Oh my god. It's not even just the angles. It looks like someone was holding their phone and they had a seizure in the middle of it. So it was just shaking the half the time.
There are so many awkward ass camera angles. Like there are some that it's like, really, that's going to be your shot? Like there was one, I think at the end with Luke and Jessica were talking, and it was like someone placed their camera on the placed the camera on the opposite end of the bar, and just had it sitting staring at the two with like a glass kind of fogging up half the view.
There was the moment where Luke Cage was talking to the detective outside the thing after they were released from jail, and the camera one was pointed like up their nose at such a low angle, and the camera was constantly moving and shaking, and I'm like, I can't concentrate on what they're saying.
There was the look, I get it, Christina, whoever plays Jessica Jones is a hot actress. I'm blanking off her name off the top of my head. Okay, I get it, she's hot, and I get it, there are people who think Jessica Jones is attractive. If you do, good on you.
I don't need to see her ass coming down a ladder.
There was literally a shot as she was climbing up a ladder in the library where it just starts at her ass and then moves up.
I mean, oh god, it takes you out the show, and
It does.
I
And I
told
also
you
don't need to be constantly reminded about shit 5 times every 15 minutes.
the hand is bad. The hand is bad. The hand
The
is
hand is
bad.
bad. They want
New
Iron
York's
Fist.
in
They want
trouble. New
Danny.
York
Why do
is
they
in
want Danny?
trouble.
I don't know. They want Danny. I don't know. Anybody think about explaining everything every now and then?
Danny's girlfriend constantly saying, "I care about him. I care about him. I care about him. Just say you
Trust
fucking
us.
love him."
Trust us. Trust us. Trust us.
New York's in trouble. New York's in trouble. They had to repeat that one so much because I didn't feel like New York was in trouble. I felt like
No,
they
I
were
felt
in
okay. I
trouble.
feel like at the beginning, New York was in trouble with the quake.
That was
I felt
it.
like they were in trouble, but never New York.
New York never had like another quake. Like that could have like pushed New York being in trouble. No, they didn't.
Yeah, like the closer they kept getting to the hand, the more quakes start intensifying.
Yeah, like that would have been interesting. That would have really pushed the idea that New York was in trouble, but this did not. They were in trouble. That was about it. Maybe some police officers. I don't know.
Maybe some of their friends, sure. The
Okay.
defenders were in trouble. New York never felt in trouble.
No. That's why
It never
Spider-Man didn't
felt like
show
if
up.
the hand wins, then New York as well as the rest of the world is going to burn. Really?
Yeah, New York wasn't in trouble, or Spider-Man would have showed up.
Okay, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna pull a John and say I'm gonna pull the same thing I'm gonna pull you. I pull a John. Get that Spider-Man shit the fuck out of your head.
Hey, it was just a joke. Um,
Right? Get it the fuck out of your head.
okay,
Right?
well, I mean, it's a good point. Um, all the Marvel stuff's supposed to be connected, but this felt so disconnected from
It,
anything.
it just this felt disconnected.
It
Uh,
felt disconnected from their normal shows.
it did. It really did. It felt like if you didn't have these characters in it, I wouldn't feel like this was a Defender show.
No, and,
Um,
and something just hit me about the technical side. Um,
but
about that moment where they're standing in front of the elevator and Jessica Jones walks to the elevator at the end.
hmm
Um, the green screen was so bad. Like you could see the glow around Jessica Jones as she was walking. Like, come on.
oh my god. Oh, dude, thank you for bringing up that scene because there's a moment in the trailer which was funny, but in the actual show it was bad. The scene where they're talking like, Daredevil's like, hey, Matt's like, hey, I'm glad I actually didn't get to meet people like you. He's like, what? It's like, others like you. It's great. And Luke Cage is like, man, I ain't gonna hug you. It literally felt like after he said that, there meant to be like a laugh track play.
That scene was so long and it was cut in the trailer like that, but in the actual show, Jessica Jones said something first before he said, "I'm not gonna hug you."
I know, but it also felt like after that, a laugh track was supposed to play, like
Hmm.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no, it was not funny. And they stayed on that shot in that dialogue for so long. I'm like, if New York's in trouble, please walk into the elevator
Or
and
if
talk
you
about it
guys
on the
don't know
elevator.
Danny, he could be gone. Oh look, Danny's gone by the time you get down there. Hey,
Maybe if you wouldn't stood looking at the elevator for 5 minutes talking about, hey, this was fun, don't hug me, ha ha ha.
wrapping up about this ending.
Yeah.
As much shit as I talk about it, I did kind of like the final episode.
The final episode I actually I enjoyed. Like I said, after episode 3, it was enjoyable. I really like it was felt like it was Defenders. Um
See, I did. I enjoyed the final episode because to me, it emphasized what these crossovers feel like should do when these giant teams get together.
mhm,
There should be consequences.
mhm.
My main gripe with kind of the CW crossovers, because that's the only thing I can kind of compare the Defenders to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, oh, it's better or anything, but that's kind of like the only kind of merit I can really defend it to. You know, not saying one's bad or one's better than the other.
Yeah.
Um, with this, when it came to something like this, there was actual consequences for something like this. Like, the team thinks Daredevil's dead.
Yep.
He actually isn't, but, they mourn him. They feel like they're dead. Like, they feel like they kind of emphasize that, yeah, when shit like this goes on, there's a chance that, hey, you might not make it. You
Mhm.
never feel that for the real CW thing.
Nope.
You always feel like we're the best of friends. You feel like it's It
Super
honest to
Friends.
God feels like the CW is Super Friends and the fucking
Yep.
Defenders is JLA.
Yeah, a little bit,
You know,
but
like nothing bad ever happens, or if anything does, we can obviously just fix it by like bringing someone back or changing the timeline. Or Defenders is like, nah, there may be a chance you might not walk through that door. And
hmm
guess what?
speaking of that door, it lingered on it way too long.
It did. But there may be a chance you may not get to walk through that door, and you don't always get to say your final goodbye. You don't get to have your hero's last speech. I fucking hate the hero's speech,
hmm
where, when a character is dying, they have to have that final gravitas moment,
hmm
to give up their final ending speech. Some of them are really good. Like, if you can pull it off really good, I like it. For the most part, I hate it because that's not how death really works. Like, going off on a bit of a tangent, um, the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure brings up a really good um, symbolism when it comes to death, because characters will die in that series
hmm
or series,
hmm
and they don't. And when they're dead.
hmm
There's no coming back. They are dead and gone. And it may be a little while before the characters find out, or they may find out right away. And they don't have their final moments. They don't have their speech. And the current heroes or party or adventurers, they always get to, then bring up, well, I never got to say this, or what would have happened, what would he have done in this situation?
hmm
Because you don't get to ask them, or you don't get to play the, yeah, well, we've got, four different other writings, because, the fans might get pissed if we actually kill him.
hmm And okay, so as we typically do, um, rating, grade
Okay.
for defenders. Um,
Uh, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a B.
Okay.
Um, like I said, like it wasn't great, so I don't think it deserves a B plus. Um, but it kept me entertained. I enjoyed it. Um, I liked the characters. But there were times that I couldn't get fully into the show, and it took a while to actually get into it because of like the slow start. But overall, I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again probably from episode 3 on. Um, but yeah, B.
As for me, like when this shit first started, I'm gonna be honest, this was in a straight up D territory.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was D. And even when it started getting better, it got better, but it really didn't like wow me or
Mm-hmm.
move up much. So by the end, with all said and done, I'm gonna give it a B minus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I said it's about good plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna give it a B minus because for a while, yeah, it was straight up D territory.
Yeah.
And even when they started getting together, it was still venturing around in the sea. Because every time it started to get good, it would cut over to the fucking villains, or it would, create some shitty dialogue exposition
Or
or
as soon as it
whatnot.
got good with the villains, it would cut to the heroes.
Yeah. It's like, they couldn't really focus on an idea, so they were like counterbalancing
Mm-hmm.
20 different things. They didn't really know what the fuck they were doing. So for a while, it was just straight up C. And those last few couple of episodes, they were surprisingly really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we didn't even talk about like Danny fighting Daredevil, like Luke Iron Fist fighting Daredevil,
Yeah.
which was a great fight, by the
Yeah,
way.
it was. It was.
That was a great fight. Them, all four of them taking on the Hand, and then
Other than that
Daredevil
song,
fighting Elektra, while Gao and pretty much everyone else dies. That was really good. Um, a consequence of Misty losing her arm, which I did not see
no.
coming. So like I said, those last few episodes were surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
Even with the whole stupid thing with Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a B minus.
And like that, the fight scenes were great. Pretty much all the fight scenes were great. The only one I didn't really like was the one where they're all forward fighting. Like the fighting was good, but they overlaid it with a song that felt like it was straight out of Luke Cage, and it did not go with the fight scene at all.
Yeah, they need to. They totally dropped the fucking ball on the music, which pisses me off because as much problems as I have with Iron Fist, and there's a lot of problems, go back and watch our review. I can at least say I liked the music in Iron Fist.
Yeah,
You know, I've at least liked the music in all four of these shows. They've kind of dropped the ball hard on this
yeah. The music did not go that well.
with this.
But yeah,
That's a B minus.
yeah. So basically, averages are of our grades is basically a B minus. So let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Did we grade it right? Did you enjoy it? What were your favorite parts?
Are you excited for a season 2? Because you know it's going to get one.
Yeah.
You know it is.
Yeah.
You know it's going to get a second season.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But yeah, let me know in the comments below. And like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.
Geek out.